just talk a few minutes about each of the different products that we offer and how they can help you get your paper organized. So I'm going to start with 12 by 12 because that's the most common scrapbooking paper and also really commonly used for mixed media and for card making. And so in 12 by 12 we offer 3 different options. First of all, our cardboard paper storage boxes, and these are the ones that are also available at Hobby Lobby. These come in sets of 5 and they come folded flat. So they're a great way to store a lot of paper, right? 500 sheets of cardstock in one box. This product is the least expensive. It's perfect for using as a storage, as a sorting option for anybody. It works best for storage for people who always leave their paper at home. So if you don't travel and you're just going to leave this on the shelf, it's a great option for that. It's just made of cardboard, so it's not going to be as durable as something that's made of plastic, obviously, but it works great if you're not pulling your stuff on and off your shelf. If you're just pulling the paper in and out of the box, it's perfect for that. So paper storage boxes come in sets of 5, available on our website, also available at Hobby Lobby. Also, Leanne, I put the set of paper storage box dividers in that on that tray. The ones that are blank. I want the ones that are like blank set of dividers. Yes. There's 10 of them. So the paper storage box dividers, which are also available at Hobby Lobby, they're hanging right in the same area as the paper storage boxes, also available on our website. They come in sets of 10, and remember, when you're looking at them in the package, they're going to look like this, like there's only 5 in there, and then they flip around. There we go, like this. So if you're using them at the top of the box, you can do them this way. If you're using them the side of the box, you're going to use them this way so they stick over the top edge of the box. Okay, so paper storage boxes, tons of paper, least expensive, but best used when you're not pulling them off and on the shelf all the time. The next option is our paper handler. So this is a 12 by 12 paper storage option. It's called the handler because it has handles, so it's easy to take off the shelf, put in your crop tote, or bring to your workspace and set on the table. Perfect for bringing just that category of paper that you want to work with to the table. So maybe you have a box of Christmas or a box of travel like I do, and you want to have that whole box at the table. Instead of taking up a 12 by 12 space on your table, now you're only taking up 12 inches long by a couple of inches wide, and everything stays organized and neat and tidy. So the paper handler will work with our 12 by 12 tab divider pockets, right? So this is going to give you a pocket for scraps or to protect paper that's like vellum or glitter or something that's a little bit more delicate. But you can also use the paper storage box dividers in the 12 by 12 paper handler. So if you buy the dividers and the paper storage boxes to use in the sorting process, you can also then permanently label the dividers and use them when you are done sorting as well. Just want to show you also that the tab divider pockets also fit in the 12 by 12 paper handler box. So all the 12 by 12 stuff is going to work together. Paper handler is great for somebody who crafts at home a lot but likes to bring their paper to the table, or also travels with paper and you want to be able to grab it off the shelf, put it in your travel tote, and get out the door. Last but not least in the 12 by 12 options is our 12 by 12 Fab File. The 12 by 12 Fab File comes with, included with, are the 5 tab divider pockets on the inside. The 12 by 12 paper handler is a little bit narrower. It doesn't hold nearly as much paper. It has the closing, locking lid, a little handle on the top. Who should use this? This should be used by somebody who for some reason wants to keep things sealed up. Maybe you store all your scrapbooking supplies in the garage. Maybe you always only travel, so you want to keep a lid on things. Maybe you live somewhere that it's dusty or something like that. So the paper handle, the Fab Files are great for that because they have a locking lid. They still have the little handle. You can store them on the shelf still vertically, pull them on and off, and take them with you as well. They just don't hold as much, and of course, since they're not as wide a base, they don't stand up on their own the way the wider base items do. Okay, so in the Fab File line, we also do the 8.5 by 11 / A4 Fab File. And so this is a little bit bigger than 8.5 by 11, and that is going to let you store A4 paper in it as well. So the Fab File is going to store that paper this way, what we call landscape. But we also make the 8.5 by 11 / A4 paper handler, same little pull-up handles, and the pockets, tab dividers pockets for this one are vertical instead of horizontal, or portrait instead of landscape. So depending on the space you're using, how you craft, how you move around with your supplies, if you are a card maker mostly using A4 8.5 by 11, either the Fab File or the paper handler is going to work great. You already saw our adorable 6x6 paper handler. Again, great for scrap storage next to your Gemini or your Spellbinders or whatever cutting machine you're using. Use the tabbed pockets on the inside to organize scraps by color and have them nice, neat, easy, tidy right next to your cutting machine. Or if you're a junkie for Stephanie Bernard or someone else who works only in 6x6, it's a great way to organize those papers as well. Of course, also come, oh hello, my name is 6x6 Fab File. So all of the Fab Files are going to come with the tab divider pockets on the inside. Tab divider pockets are also sold separately. So you're going to get 5 in Fab File. If you need more, you can pick up an extra set, and I'll go through those real quickly in just a minute. So 6x6. And then finally, if you work in 8x8, we also offer the Fab File, pull-out handle on the side, in 8x8. Not as common of a size, so we don't have the paper handler in that, but the 8x8 Fab File does come with the 8x8 pockets on the inside as well, and again, you can buy additional pockets for that also. So if you like to work in 8x8, or if you are working with an 8x8 album, I have an 8x8 album that actually, the whole album, get on my tiptoes, not part of my plan today. So I have the whole album in here, and I have the refill pages in here. So if you work in 8x8 and you're looking for a way to store everything together, your paper, your album, the refill pages, the 8x8 box is great for that as well. However, we do not make the paper handler in 8x8. Okay, then, well, I'll do this next. So here's all the different sizes that the tab divider pockets come in, right? 5x7, 6x6, 8x8, landscape, 8.5 by 11 A4, horizontal, vertical, 8.5 by 11 A4, and then 12 by 12 as well. All of these come in their corresponding Fab Files, but all of them can also be purchased separately, just as individual sets of 5 in each size. So scrap storage, perfect for that. If you want to add to already an existing collection that you have, you can add extra pockets for those. Scrap rack. For those of us who are using a scrap rack, there are several pages that work great for organizing paper in your scrap rack. This is the Daily Double page. It is long enough for A4, which is what you see in the background here, but wide enough for 8.5 by 11. And then it does have a little extra pocket on the side for keeping your long, thin border type scraps in that pocket. If you want to customize a page, this is a great page. This is a great page to customize, and there's a video about how to customize your scrap rack pages as well. This is the Fabulous 4 page, and so these are 6x6 pockets, so it's great for scraps or for storing 6x6 papers in your scrap rack as well. The supersize single you saw in the class today, and the supersize single is going to hold 12 by 12 paper, and you can see there's actually extra space around the side, so if you have paper that has a little tab on it, Either way, it's going to fit in there with no problem. When you saw this in class today, I had the tab on it that said Old World. You can actually, if you're going to always only use it in your paper storage boxes, you can cut the 3-hole tab off, and then it's just a plastic pocket that's going to work to keep collections together and also to kind of protect the edges and corners of those collections. If you don't cut it off, it still fits in the paper storage boxes. It's just a little bit messy, right? So if you have a little bit of OCD, as I do, I like to keep things neat and tidy, so I'm going to cut that off, but it will fit in the box, no problem, if you want to do it that way as well. Paper pocket you also saw in the demonstration. So these come in packs of 3. They have the little tab on the side. They're going to hold 10 or 12 sheets of paper per pocket. With mine, you saw the beach section of paper stored in there. If you want to keep your, and this is a little bit heavier construction than the scrapbook pages. If you want to keep your scraps and paper together, you might want to consider using our collection keeper. So this has 3 pockets on the front, a 1 12 by 12 pocket on the back, and also the tab on the side. So the collection keeper is a great fit for keeping things together, scraps and paper, and also is going to fit in any of the paper storage options that we've got in 12 by 12. Back to scrap rack, side loader single, a little bit heavier construction, will hold 15 or 20 sheets of paper, has this little tab that tucks in to hold your paper in, because this one loads in and out the side. So if you've got this in your scrap rack, it's easy to pull paper out the side rather than pulling it out the top. But a little bit heavier construction gives a little bit more stability to your page. Side loader single is that option. Okay, so those are big paper options. Next up, we've got our scrap options, or option. So the Scrapmaster also works with all of our 12 by 12, so it works in the 12 by 12 paper storage box, it works in the 12 by 12 paper handler, and it also fits in the 12 by 12 Fab File. So regardless of the type of storage option you are using, the Scrapmaster is going to fit. And again, you can use it like a file folder where you put those extra paper in the middle. You got the tab here, drop it into your file box, and now you've got your scraps and your paper together. So ideal for keeping collections together, right? So if you have all your Christmas paper from a particular theme and then all the scraps that go with it, it's a great way to keep all of those things together. But just an awesome scrap storage system as well, and again, fits in any of the boxes. So, okay, now, paper pocket, which I already showed you, but that's what this is in, just a regular paper pocket. So a little sturdier, going to go vertically, small scraps in the front, big scraps in the back. Now, where are you going to put all those paper storage boxes? If you have not seen our paper cart, the paper cart is going to hold up to 10 paper storage boxes, depending on if you have. So you can see I've got the 12 by 12 Fab File here. I've got 4 paper storage boxes, and I've got paper pads, the big one and then the smaller one. So just depending on what you have in it. In the top right now, I've got vinyl. I've got our vinyl storage system in the top of the cart right now. So this is a great way to store vinyl as well if you're someone who is working with your Cricut or doing that type of thing. Makes it really visual and accessible. And then this is the new paper cart apron. So it holds your paper trimmers and some tools and that type of thing. When you're working with the paper cart, you can add that. If you already have one, you can buy the apron separately. We will have the cart and apron combo sooner than later, actually. So I think that's it for paper storage options. If you have questions, again, you can ask them on Facebook or you can email us, customer service at totally-tiffany.com, and someone from the office will respond right back to you, or as soon as we can, and give you the answer to your question. If you are looking for a fast answer to a question, the Get Organized Challenge group on Facebook is going to be the perfect place to go, because there's someone there almost 24/7 who can answer a question for you. Thanks so much for tuning in today to learn about all of our paper storage options for your paper crafting addiction. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Have a great day.